There was a point when Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge first started where there was an asymmetry and you could actually meet attractive women on there. That point is completely...
So have you ever been on Tinder?
No.
Have you?
I had. So I was like when it first came out, and then I stopped because it was like very adamant that these guys just want.
I don't even need to ask, but Jordan, have you ever been on Tinder?
Nah,
I would not think that
natural.
You would be.
Yeah.
Wait, guys on Tinder just want to... That's crazy. Where did you get that idea? On those dating apps, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, what percentage of men do you think women deem unattractive? What percentage?
I would say like probably 80.
I was gonna say,
Girl, that's what I was going to say.
80, 80. I was gonna say 80%.
The correct answer is 80%.
Yeah,
Correct.
there you
Don't
go.
want to hurt anyone.
Guys, I want you to listen to what I said. 33% of men having zero sexual partners between the ages of 18 and 30. 80% of men deemed unattractive on social media. Think about super fun to be a man, isn't it? Yeah, it's super fun. and then you guys are like, oh, this guy's a piece of shit who cheated on me. You're like, no, that's not most men. That it really isn't most men. Most men, you guys would never give a shot to. That's what happens.
Have you ever been on Tinder? Used a dating app?
Never.
Any of you ever used a dating app? Like Hinge,
Tinder.
Bumble, Tinder?
Yeah.
But I was banned from it right after I made it.
Because you were trying to get people to follow you?
No.
So a lot of times the girls get banned because they're trying to get people to come on their IG.
This
or
is like 4 or 5 years ago when it first came out. I was like, I would love to meet someone.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I work so much. Let me do this. I get the app, and then people were actually really mean to me on it, and I ended up getting banned within like the first.
Because you were
3 months.
like fighting with them on the app.
No, a lot of people kept being mean to me, saying that I was fake, and they're like, yeah, right, as if you're on an app to find a boyfriend, and like all these things, and I was
they thought you were catfishing.
no one thinks I'm real, but other people have Tinders with my picture.
Hey, listen, I just feel like there's like once we get to Instagram, something went wrong. I mean, I'm sorry. Once we get to Tinder, Bumble, or Hinge, something went wrong. Something somewhere went wrong for us to be at this place. I'm just the majority of the time.
I agree. I think it was like, Instagram or social media was one thing, and now Tinder and these other apps, it was like official that guys were like, oh, great. Now I can really invite myself to try to you.
Yeah, it's industrialized. They spam. They will spam. Introductions or likes on you.
Yeah.
And I mean, essentially, they'll build machines that will just swipe through everything. I think what else is interesting is that we've kind of moved from the old style of like writing a dating profile, like on Match.com or like Plenty of Fish.
eHarmony.
eHarmony. Like it was like, okay, I like long walks on the beach, and I like coffee, and I like rainbows in Disneyland, and all this other stuff. And then you like these really insightful, things. This is what I'm about, and this is what I'm looking for in a guy. Now we have gotten to the point where it's no. Yeah, and that all it is about
like
the visual.
Descriptions are like even so low.
Yeah, exactly. It's all it is he hot? Is he worth my while? Am I going to swipe on him or not?
So in general, I want to let the guys know, when you see women this attractive on Tinder, it's one of two things. It's either a fake, a profile, basically.
Catfish.
It's not a catfish thing. They're they're like, oh yeah, come here, and then it's a link that leads to their own.
Yeah,
that's usually what it is.
She does it.
So you see why she's laughing. So when you see super attractive women on those dating apps, there was a point when Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge first started where there was an asymmetry and you could actually meet attractive women on there. That point is completely over now. If it's almost like, do you watch football, right?
Oh yeah.
T.Y. Hilton just signed with the Cowboys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
T.Y. Hilton, doesn't matter, guys. Just I want you to imagine this. After week 12, they signed T.Y. Hilton. Does that tell you T.Y. Hilton's healthy and everybody wanted him, or that there's some damaged goods there? Right, there's damage. T.Y. Hilton is signing with the Cowboys because he's not that good anymore, right? The guy was a Pro Bowler and he's probably been hurt.
They're hoping it'll be okay.
They're hoping it'll be okay, right? This is what happens when you see a girl who's like that, who looks like that, who's on Tinder. There's something wrong. Something smells funny. Normal, really attractive girls do not spend a ton of time. I'm not saying there isn't a 1% exception, but for me, when I'm on there, I'm just like, no. And you can tell real quick. And then when I see girls that I know that are on there, I already see that they're catfishing to try to, not catfishing, but they're trying to hook guys into a funnel so they could come back to their OnlyFans.
It's a great funnel.
Well, it's like my good friend.
And you'll get banned for that if they figure that shit out too.
I don't do that. I don't even interact. They just come over to my Instagram, and then when they try to talk to me, I hit them with the.
As my good friend Jason Hartman would say, Instagram is funnel marketing for women.
Yes.
Basically what it is.
Absolutely.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because
the
number one way for men and women to meet and link up, hook up, whatever, like form a relationship sometimes, is through online apps is through Tinder, Hinge, Bumble.
Well, I mean, it's more through Instagram, but yeah.
But the reason why I wanted to ask you guys this is because like you are at the elite level of going to clubs and being, you are paid to be beautiful, essentially is what you are. And you're not on these apps, but the vast majority of women who are sort of the average woman is on these apps. And I think that a lot of guys say, oh, well, that's just what they're doing. That's how we meet today. It's like in the music industry, how do you become a rock star? You go on The Voice, you go on like, America's Got Talent, and they find you and you get a record contract. It's the same thing. It's like, well, how do you get laid these days? Oh, you go on Tinder, right? And you find your girlfriend, because that's how we do things today. But I also wanted to point this out. I was trying to highlight this because women such as yourselves are not on Tinder. And if you see someone who is using your photo, it's probably a catfish, or it's probably a funnel to get you to go to the events.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I do have girlfriends that they use it and they do legitimately meet guys. And I think they're crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Each one of you have said the last person that you've been with has been you met through friends. That's like exceptionally rare right now, because when you look at the stats, the number one way that men and women meet, of course, is online through Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, that kind of stuff. What's been on the decline is meeting your next boyfriend, maybe your husband, via the church, through your family, through your friends, through school, through work. All of that's been on the decline really since about 2010. And then the one thing that's been spiking, of course, has been online dating. All right. Yeah. So hear me out. I think here's a theory for you. Tell me if I'm wrong about this. The higher the level of attractiveness of the woman, the more likely it is that she will meet that guy through friends, as opposed to like the more average woman is going to be the one that is going to be on Tinder. That's going to make those hookups on there. Do you think that's
one more time?
Do you think that's plausible?
The average?
Well, so more elite level women, like let's just say very attractive women, don't meet men through. They meet them through friends. Clearly,
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Rather than the average woman who is statistically meeting the guys that they're with through Tinder. So
I don't think the average woman meets guys through Tinder. I really don't. I still think it's through normal.
I've got the stats.
You think the average girl? I think the average girl meets guys through social media, through internet.
Yeah, okay.
So when you count,
Instagram,
I think if we were to count Facebook and Instagram
Facebook
together,
is the number one
it's
online
10 times more than it would be Bumble, Tinder, and Hinge together. I think Instagram alone would be 10 times more. Just when you look at like none of those three dating apps have a billion active users. And Instagram has 2 billion. I don't think it's even close.
So let me clarify why am I making this theory here, is because what I think is a lot of guys see those stats and they see that the average woman is meeting the average guy online. And so what I have found out is through like very attractive women say, well, he had the balls to come up and actually approach me. He had the balls to actually say, hey, well, let's go be friends, go see a show or something together. He actually, and that right now I think is like what's called playing to the meta, right? Everybody else is doing like Tinder and Hinge and Bumble, and it'd be so nice if a guy would just have the sack up and like ask me out on a date kind of thing. That becomes novel.